brand new video. I think we're going to watch it. Specifically, I was going to be choosing between this one or a video he made on Ark Knights, but considering we watched the LGIO Ark Knights video, and considering this looks like the sequel to his series of My Summer Car Shenaniganery, I feel like this one is probably for the best of us. And honestly, Martincitopants, much like Maxor, is very much my tism. So here we go.
Hold on a second. What's that noise? Is that a... Hello again. Welcome to My Winter Car.
God
a
damn
game
it.
set in Finland. Finland, one of the countries ever created. It has a brilliant...
Maxor, did you not learn your mistake from the... Maxor. Martin, did you not learn your mistake from the first time you did this, where you spent literal months having to drive thousands of miles that ended up in a live-action cutscene? I kind of wish I would have done a reaction to his My Summer Car series, but... oh boy, that was a venture. I can only imagine how this is gonna go.
Vibrant culture of drinking, driving vehicles, drinking while driving vehicles, being a little autistic, pissing on the sauna, yummy sausages, rally racing, getting killed by Rally Race 8 Million Lakes, setting off fireworks in your own house, and of course, the brutal, unforgiving, winter.
The fuck?
My Winter Car is the sequel to My Summer Car, a game I have a little bit of experience in, and like
Yeah,
My Summer
just a
Car,
little
we have
bit.
a simple goal.
Wait.
Buy a
You
car.
say experience, I say trauma. Martin, it's okay to acknowledge that you have undiagnosed trauma. Okay? You can seek counseling, Martin, at any point.
Build the car and race the car. How hard could that possibly be?
Oh, you said it now, Martin.
So, let us begin. 1999, Finland, Perijärvi, apartment number 6, Monday, 9 a.m.
We're so back,
attempt
baby. At the end of the
This is
this
where
My
I found
Summer Car,
myself
it
a
was
few
so
weeks
over.
ago
But
when
we're
I
so
launched My
back.
Winter Car, named myself the incredible, illustrious, Florbo, turned on permadeath, and began. Immediately I noticed I had not started at my parents' house in the middle of the lake, but in the apartment in town. Clearly, this was my apartment, with beer bottles strewn all over the floor and a few subtle urine puddles that really elevate the feng shui of the living space. For this run, all I wanted was to get
Such
the car
attention to a
running.
fine craft
This car,
detail.
the Chorus Revette. So how do we do that? Well, a good start would probably be finding the car. But the car wasn't over here, or over here, and it definitely wasn't in here. What the fuck?
Oh no,
I couldn't find the
aliens!
Revette, but I could find the sorbet. Okay. My
Ah, yes,
humble
the
daily
typical
driver
Finnish
would
way of
a little bit.
inspecting
Such
the
giant
sky.
After scraping all the ice off the windows, I started her up and began exploring when I came across Timo's Pub. Timo's Pub! Timo!
Wide
In my
boy.
summer car, Timo's was our primary source of food and supplies. And Timo. But in My Winter Car, his store has been put out of business by a new player in town. About 100 meters down the road, a 24-hour service station, Pisk. Yo! Wow. Pisk
Ooh,
has
fancy.
quite the vibe. Calm music.
Asmongold? Is that you?
Quite the vibe. Calm music. A big seating area. Kids play equipment with just a little bit of piss on it. Oh yeah.
God
Couple
damn
of
it.
attendants, one bad day away from ending it all. And this. Ark Knights Enfield. That's right, fuckers. This video is
God
sponsored
damn
by
it! I watched this video to get away from your Ark Knights. Whatever. Anyway,
Ark Knights
guys, I
Enfield,
guess
the
I'm
brand
playing
new
Ark
hit
Knights in the
real-time strategy
future.
RPG with factory building. Oh, hell yeah. You play as the Administrator, the Engineer, so to speak, tasked with building a foothold for humanity on Talos 2. And by that, I mean destroy, kill, and plunder with impunity. Look at these high-level enemies. They're too strong for me to fight them normally, but I can fight them with turrets. Play as one of 24 unique operators, sure, to activate your neurons. Sorry, did I just say play as
My
one?
neurons are
I meant play as
activated by
4
watching you
operators at the
piss, my
same
dude.
time. Wow, I just barely defeated this boss
Wait,
by
what?
weak, wimp-ass gear. But now, I have a new resource, which means a new production line, which means new upgrades and new gear. And now, I can do this. I was lucky enough to play this game for several days before it came out in these 2 videos on my second channel. And it was actually really fun. Like, for real. I got lucky and pulled this 6-star operator, struggled immensely against this boss. A triangle. I stretched my industrial empire far and wide, and even snuck into the Port Kimball blast furnace and
Here we go
where I got
again.
trapped in the cold heating machine. I'm Coke. The combat is pretty challenging. The factory building is delicious, and the story is
Japan.
Multifaceted. So what are you waiting for? World Bonobo Day? Use my link in the description
I
and
love
download
Japan.
Ark Knights Enfield now for free. Available on PlayStation 5, PC, and mobile. Anyway, Pisk, calm music, lots of seats, play echoing with piss on it, and this. A little note with a phone number to buy the Chorus Revet. And gambling.
Yeah,
I
gambling.
gave that number
Like
a
how
call,
you
and the
gambled
guy
with your
picked up,
sanity when he tuned
telling
my
me to Come
streams.
grab the car at his house. Very exciting stuff. So I ran back outside, which was now dark. Shit.
So I recently went on holiday to Finland in the midst of winter. I have never had such a polarizing experience of what it's like to not see the sun. I mean, I know I don't see the sun in England at the best of times, but at least it's light. Legitimately, I would go to bed in Finland at like 10 o'clock at night. I'd wake up at 9 in the morning and it'd be daylight. And by 12 in the day, midday, it was dark again. I started to develop sonar vision. It was very bizarre. Dude, it was so weird to have to get used to. Like, my brain fits it literally couldn't handle it. It's like, wait a minute, why has it gone dark already? I guess it must be nap time. Time to go to bed. But Makari, it's only 1 p.m. No, it's dark. Must mean it's sleep time.
Navigating in the dark would probably be a bad idea because, you know, it's dark. So I tried sleeping through the night, which didn't work because the night is about 18 hours long. Shit. This was also when I noticed a new, interesting bar in the top left. Problem. Problem is simple. If I have beer, no problem. But if I have no beer, problem. So a quick trip to Pisk and a couple of cases of beer later, my problem was solved. But beer makes you piss. So I started uncontrollably pissing all over the floor when I accidentally pushed the electrical box.
Me.
Yup, that's dark. Oh! And fucking died.
Oopsie.
And with that, Glorbo Florbo had survived for one singular day.
Oopsie.
Attempt 2. Name myself the Piss Note, pissed on the TV and electrocuted my dickhole. Attempt 3. Name myself Kim Il-sung and gathered some important data pertaining to fireworks and their specific thrust. And attempt 4. Name myself stripped down, stark naked, meandering off into the endless icy abyss, never to be seen again.
Jesus Christ.
Which leaves us at attempt 5. Lock in, fellas. It's car
Alright, chat,
time.
lock in, lock in.
For this
He's
attempt,
locking
I
in,
named
you should
myself
too.
Florbo
Get your
Glorbo,
chastity
who
belts
bears no
on.
affiliation whatsoever to Glorbo Florbo and his regrettable misfortunes. I started this attempt with the usual visit to Pusk, where I bought some sausages and beer and had a quick explore of the highway, when I saw this. Oh my fucking god! Kidnap.
He's
Kidnap.
dead!
Abduct. Okay, let's get him in the back seat. Stop! No, don't do it! With my new friend
I passed
aside,
him.
it was time to grab that car. So, I drove to my parents' house in the center of the lake, grabbed the tractor, and made my way there. Let me turn on the radio. Bacteria music. Once I arrived, I paid the 500 marks.
It gets
listened
into
to
your
the guy
brain.
yap for about 5 minutes straight. Take all this stuff. Shut up! Shut the fuck up! And the chorus
I gotta be honest, I was in Finland for like 2 weeks. I could not tell if I was finished it off.
The violence, and the Revet was home. But we've got a problem. This is just the car's chassis. That's it. No engine, no suspension, no wheels, just this. If I wanted to get the car running, first
It's a
I would need to
building
find
block, you
all
know,
the
just like
missing parts.
Ark
I would
Knights.
find
You gotta build up to get
in
the
here.
fruits of your labor.
This is a classifieds magazine. Think Craigslist or eBay, but analog. It's got all sorts of listings like this box of 5 car parts, this epic frog purse, 10,000 wasps, and the soul of a Lithuanian man harvested in 1972. This sounded like a great way to get our missing parts.
The things you can buy
But
in Finland.
We've got 2 small problems. Firstly, how do we keep track of which parts we've already got? This one.
Finland is a pocket dimension of weirdness. I found some very weird things in Finland when I went there. To buy, that is. Specifically, I found Pokemon cards. Because it must be a parallel universe where I'm able to find Pokemon cards in the fucking wild. I hate this world.
Easy. Spreadsheet. Problem 2, buying these boxes of parts costs money.
Perkele. I know that word.
This gave us a new goal. Money. So how do we make money in Waimatakar? Well, we do tasks for people, and they pay us. My first money-making endeavor was becoming a mailman and delivering ads. Every few days, I'd receive a stack of ads, selling everything from sausages and beer, all the way up to foot jobs, which I just made up then. They do not sell that. I'd then neatly place those ads
As far as you know, have you considered asking?
into mailboxes, and at the end of the week, collect an absolutely horrendous 136 marks. My second money-making endeavor was becoming the world's shittest taxi driver. The job works like this. Once a customer calls, I turn on the meter, speed over to them, pick up the customer, drive at a comfortable pace, turn off the meter, and collect their payment. More interesting than delivering ads, but it also suffered from one little issue. The pay sucked mega donkey ass.
Good Jack, thank you to 5.
Let's try something a bit more profitable. I know. Homebrewed illegal moonshine. Add 1 yeast,
Oh,
6 sugar, and a bunch
absolutely.
of water to this bucket. Seal up the lid and wait several days until it stops going like... This is killing you.
Why do anything that pertains
Felt like
to normal
In my summer car,
relevancy
we sold
within
enormous
your
volumes of
society
Killy
when you
at
can
a
do
discount.
illegal shit that pays way better?
Nothing bad happened afterwards.
It's only illegal if you get caught.
In my winter car, he's moved in next door, which is even more convenient for my moonshining. What isn't so convenient is sometimes at a crisp 3 a.m. he wakes the neighborhood up with his earth-shatteringly loud finish.
Oh god.
What is also not so convenient
Hiyo show.
is this. He wants me to drink some of the Kill You before he'll buy more. Now, I am a bit of a casual
Finland,
alcoholic,
everybody.
but
Finland.
this man is a ranked, competitive alcoholic. So about 4 bottles of the stuff later, I blacked out.
So, Martin, I have to ask, how much of this you playing this is more of a projection for your own instability? Because I'm starting to think that this might be a little bit, this might be you yearning for your own craziness. I'm just saying.
Maybe we should try something else. How about selling firewood? People need to heat their house, otherwise they freeze to death.
Now, let's face it, Martin,
Most
you're not
people
going to be
happen think
doing
that
any
this is bad,
functional
so
actual
they're
job
willing to
that
pay quite a
helps
lot
people,
to have
are
this
you?
not happen. In my summer car, this job was decent, but very tedious because every single log had to be manually cut and manually thrown into the trailer. My winter car does away with much of the
How has a janky-ass game like this got more intricate detail and better functional gameplay mechanics than most other games out there? Look at Fable 4! That game's a travesty by comparison to what its predecessors were like. Meanwhile, some dude in his basement with a bucket of scrap can put out a game that might be slightly janky but has functional mechanics better than most games.
medium with this, the log splitter. Back the tractor up to it, attach the drive shaft, crank up the throttle, and feed the hungry machine some tasty logs. Yummy! About 5 minutes later, the trailer was filled, so I reattached the tractor, made my delivery, and bam!
Mind your
3,000
schedule
bucks.
1? Yeah, a little bit.
Does this guy ever shut the fuck up? That is more like it. A couple more firewood deliveries, and we'd made some serious cash. Enough cash to call up some more numbers in the classifieds and take a whole bunch more part deliveries. Slowly but surely, the spreadsheet was filling out. But
Like, people who play this kind of game must be self-reporting as being on the spectrum. You think the second I have to use a spreadsheet to figure out how to play the game, you've lost me. I need easy dopamine hits to satiate my burnt-out dopamine receptors. This shit would just make me go crazy. Then again, I did play EVE Online, so maybe I'm a hypocrite.
we had a new problem. Now that we'd delivered firewood to everyone we could, they didn't need any more.
Actually, that's a point. How much do we think this is Martin playing a game because he wants to versus playing a game for the bit? I don't think there's anyone who would actively play a game like this for the sake of playing it. Because at that point, you might as well just become a mechanic in real life.
Damn. But they did need their poop sucked. This is the sewage truck. People call up asking for their poop tank to be sucked dry. We drive the truck over, drop in the tube, suck their poop, and they pay us 1,200 marks. Very solid job, but several poop sucks later, the poop truck was now full. In a perfect world, I would deal with the poop responsibly and get it treated at the waste treatment plant. but this is not a perfect world. The cheap option is to take a quick trip to my secret poop spot and dump it there.
Ew.
Well, it would have been the cheap option if some fucking bastard hadn't found my secret poop spot and reported my secret poop spot to the police.
The fact that's actually a mechanic is
you don't understand.
scary.
Fuck you.
And to go to jail.
Of course, I didn't find out I'd been reported until I got a fine in the mail. For 7,000 marks.
Oopsie.
Well, what do? We can't pay off the fine because we don't have enough money, and if I end up in jail, I will piss on the TV and kill myself. We could visit the factory on the outskirts of town and get it. Get it.
Oh god, he's doing the VTuber thing. What do you mean? What do you mean VTubing doesn't pay the bills? What do you mean I've got to get a real? Nah, I ain't integrating into society. I choose to live as an anime character on the internet. Fuck you and your society. I am anime, and anime will pay my bills. What's that? I'm homeless? Oh no!
Job. But I had one last trick up my sleeves. Remember how the taxi sucked mega donkey ass? Well, what if we did a little thing called fraud? The scheme is simple.
So your response to getting out of jail time is to do something that could theoretically get you more jail time. Hold on, I think the American economy's on the line. Oh, they want to hire you.
1. Wait for a valued customer to call our wonderful taxi company.
What's better than crime? More crime.
Step
It's only
2,
crime if you get
take the call
caught.
and inform the valued customer that you'll be right there. Step 3, start the meter. Step 4, wait. As time goes on, the meter goes up. Fill up your car, have a cigarette, eat a delicious burger, slap away your children's future.
This isn't fraud. This is kidnapping.
5. It's been 2 days and the meter has reached over 10 grand. Congratulations. Step 6. Pick up the customer and take them to their destination. And step 7. Gouge their fucking eyes out with a 10,000 mark taxi fare. He just hands it to me? Thank you and see you later.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
With the receipt. There you go.
This seems a bit unintentional. But if there's a mechanic that allows you to capitalize on corporate greed, go for it.
Oh. So, let's get those parts. This was without a doubt the most tedious part of the car building process. I'd buy a classifieds magazine, call up some numbers, wait for them to pick up the phone, listen to them yap, and yap a little more, and yap even more, and a bit more, and some more, and still talking, and talking, and talking. The longest I've ever seen was a little over 5 fucking minutes of this guy yapping, brother, just shut the fuck up, please! Once the parts were ordered, I'd do my favorite thing in the world. Wait.
Piss. Okay.
And a few hours later, the parts would be mine, and the spreadsheet would look a little more green. Repeat that several times, and you get this. A garage full of bullshit, and a car finally ready to be built. Tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. You
So
actually have
I
to
smoked a
build the
cheap
car. Oh,
cigarette
God.
And doze
No,
off
I'd never be able to do this.
to a
I'd
deep,
never be able to do this.
deep sleep.
I can barely put a jigsaw piece together, let alone a car. Because by the time you get good at by the time you actually build a car in this, you might as well just learn how to become a mechanic in real life. Actually, do you think that people who have played this game have unintentionally become better at managing their car because of it? I feel like with how accurate this game is to car mechanics, I feel like that must be the case. Martin? You fool!
What
You
fucking house on
idiot!
fire? What happened? What? No! Fuck!
Went to... And he's still just puffing on the cigarette that caused his house to burn down. You fool!
Fuck! Well,
Shit.
fuck. Luckily, the house fire only burns down the house and leaves the garage. It's just that, you know, the house burns down. So, there's no more house.
Oopsie. Time to save scum.
Well, I guess it's car time. So, after a
You didn't need a house
high-quality
anyway.
depression burger from Pisk, I got to
Oh
work.
god. When my donathon ends today, I'm gonna celebrate by ordering a massive boiger.
First, I built the engine, then the front suspension, the rear suspension, the wheels. I put the engine in, attached the gearbox and drive shaft, put in all that annoying shit in the engine bay. I bolted in the interior, I bolted on the exterior, filled the fluids, wired up everything, and within only a few hours, the car was fully
With
assembled.
only a few...
For once,
Dude, there's
something
not
was
enough
easy
time in
this
the
game.
day to learn
all
this
we had left
shit.
to do was turn the key and start the car.
To quote a famous comedian, you fucked up.
Oh, fuck. Troubleshooting a car follows a simple logical process. For an engine to work, it needs three things: air, fuel, and spark. If we're missing one, it's not going to work. Let's start with fuel.
No, Martin, you are not teaching me about car mechanics. You are not. I only have so much capacity in my brain to hold information because I'm immensely on the spectrum. I do not need this to be filled up with things about cars that I have no relevancy for. Hold up, I'm getting a emergency contact. Hello, Tia. You have
It's
words?
4 things!
Yeah, yes?
Yeah, it's 4 things.
Educate me. I don't know about cars. I know they look cool and fun to drive, but I don't know anything about how they work.
For a 4-stroke, you know things about that. Engine, you need suck, squish, bang, blow. Which, again, you also know a few things about.
Yes, you know a lot about that. What?
Snile Sneakly. Yeah, basically, he's correct, except he's forgetting compression. Compression's important. Because if you can't crush it hard enough that it actually goes boom.
Okay, so
my
now
tism is satisfied.
to bait out mid-rolls, please explain in fine detail the workings of the car, and I'll sit here watching the ad revenue for this video go up.
Okay, that's fine. I could. Are you? Okay, fine. I could do that. Okay, so imagine, if you will, you have an engine. It is made out of cast iron and cast steel.
Uh-huh.
One of the things that you do, and this is actually Tia finally settling into the actual tism part here, is if you're like trying to get an old engine started, the first few things that you check are, especially is, hey, is there spark? That is actually the biggest one. Usually 90% of troubleshooting with a car, people go, oh, there's no fuel, there's no fuel. No, there's no spark. That's actually the big one, especially with old cars, because old cars and spark fails all the time, especially if it's a points ignition system, which has dwell and condensing and like breaking magnetic fields and a bunch of other fucking sciences that you wouldn't imagine to be in like super old cars. So like, there's a lot to talk about on this one. Do you want me to keep going? I can keep going. There's a lot there.
You know what? After listening to all that, I think I understood what you just said, but just in case, repeat it all again.
Okay. TLDR, his car no worky there. First thing he should be doing is checking for spark, not whether or not it has fuel or if it has compression, because spark is usually what fails on an old car first.
Right. So what you're saying is suck, big, bam, bosh, and then car?
Suck, squish, bang, blow. Which
Suck,
I know
squish, bang, blow. Okay, now you're talking my language. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Tia, for being so educational for us. I am certain I won't forget about this in 5 minutes when big anime titty physics come up on my screen.
Look, it's fine. All you got to remember the thing that is specifically you coded. 4-stroke.
God damn. And with that, oh, I'm losing you. I'm going for a tunnel. I'm going for a tunnel. I love that goblin. Wow, educational. How are we doing that on the ad revenue? Okay, cool.
Fuel comes from the fuel tank into the fuel pump,
Hi,
into
Rocky.
the carburetor, gets mixed with air and ignited in the cylinders.
Hello.
The fuel pump was fine, the carburetor was fine, the rockers and pistons were fine, even the exhaust was fine. But then, I noticed something. This is the camshaft. It has these little lobes on it that control when the engine's valves open and close. And this is the crankshaft. It's the part that turns the up and down of the pistons into round and round. If the crankshaft and camshaft aren't aligned properly, then we could be opening a valve while the piston is in the way. So how do we know if they're aligned? This little notch on the crankshaft gear needs to be here, and this
Jesus
little
Christ, how
arrow
much
on the
detail
camshaft
do these people
gear
go
needs to be
into?
here. So I realigned everything, tried starting the car again, and it didn't work. Okay. Spark. Putting the key in the ignition completes the following circuit. Electrical energy, depicted here in the form of gnomes, comes from the battery. The gnomes travel into the ignition coil where the battery's 12
God
volts
damn
is
it.
up to several
We are
thousand
in
volts.
the year of our
You can
Lord
think
and
of
Savior
this as launching the gnomes
2026,
at
and we're
high
still
speed.
getting gnome
These
jokes.
high-speed gnomes are then sent to the distributor, which controls when the spark plugs generate their sparks. Once the time is right, the high-speed gnomes are allowed to pass through the distributor into one of the spark plugs.
You know, it is absolutely scary how knowledgeable Martin is about these subjects. Like, legitimately, I was watching his Ark Knight Enfield, and just, like, the bat-shittedness of this person. He is the most neurodivergent man I've ever seen. And yet, in the flick of a switch, he will instantly start talking about the physics of, like, chemistry and mechanisms and shit like that. This man legitimately is so fucking smart, it's scary.
Because they're going so fast, they can jump this air gap where they create a hot plasma that ignites the fuel and air mixture. Of course, none of this works if our little electricity gnomes aren't going fast enough. And this is when I found that the ignition coil wasn't wired up. With that fixed, I was confident that this time it would work. And of course, it did not.
Oopsie.
Alright,
You would have thought
Air.
after going through this
Air
originally,
comes
he would
in
have
through the air
known
filter, gets mixed
what
with
was wrong,
fuel in the
considering he had to
carburetor,
rebuild
and
his
that
car
mix
so many
is sucked into
times.
the engine and combusted. When you step on the gas in a car, what that's doing is opening this butterfly valve called the throttle. This allows more air to come in, and it's the carburetor's job to spray in the right amount of fuel to make sure it's using all that air. If we have too much fuel, we call the mixture
Why am I
rich.
learning
If
in
we
a
have
video
too
by
much air,
Martin?
we call the
Goddamn.
mixture lean.
Okay.
This was where I remembered something very important. This game
Okay, now explain it in phraseology that only the modern generation would get. Guys, what he's saying is God, I actually choked trying to say this. Car maxing! He's mogging you with car maxing, skibbity for real Ohio Phantom Tax, my dudes.
is not my summer car. It's my winter car. And winter is cold. Cold fuel
Real-
doesn't vaporize
Okay,
very well.
when I was in Finland, I went outside when it was minus 25 degrees. Holy shit. It doesn't even feel that cold, but after being outside for like 10 minutes, my entire body was covered in icicles.
And we need it to vaporize for the combustion to work properly. This means we want the fuel to turn from a liquid into a gas. How do we do that? Well, we consult the humble phase diagram. The horizontal axis is temperature, how hot our gasoline is, and the vertical axis is pressure. If we raise the temperature, say by running the engine, the gasoline vaporizes better. But to run the engine, we gotta start the engine, so that's not gonna work. The other way to vaporize it better is to lower the pressure, and that's where this valve in the carburetor comes in, the choke. Think about what's happening when one of our pistons is going down with the intake valve open. It's creating a low pressure zone in the chamber here, which is getting filled by air and fuel. But if we restrict how much air can come in, say by closing the choke, this means that the chamber can't
I think
suck
my
as much
brain is
air in,
leaking.
Which means this area
I
is
think
now
my
at
brain
a
is
lower
leaking.
pressure.
I did not
As
come
we
here
can
for
see
TED
in the
Talk
phase
about the
diagram,
cars.
a lower pressure means better vaporization. So, if I pull the choke out, hopefully, it will start. Oh!
He did it!
And it actually did. Let's fucking go. Yeah.
After all that elaborate explanation, he has managed to produce combustion.
After somewhere
Yay!
around 30 hours of my winter car, I finally had the winter car. Once I threw some sandbags in the back for extra grip, I gave it a proper shakedown, taking it down the ice road at an absolutely
I mean,
incredible...
credit where credit is due. This man
Okay,
is
now,
knowledgeable.
yeah, okay, it's slow, but it works. In deep snow, it was especially good. The Sorbet could only do about 40 k's an hour, while the Revette could do a staggering 60 k's an hour. Ooh. On the highway, it wasn't particularly impressive, but it did complete a lap. We had done it. The goal had been
Yay?
reached. we had bought a car, found all of its parts, assembled it, and against all odds, it actually worked.
I would never be able to do
So I
this.
started
I would
heading back
never. I'd
home.
get too distracted.
Getting over the ice, when it all came apart. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Oh no!
Where's the truth? Turn off.
And now he will die in the finished Tundraland. Hi, Tay.
Uh-oh. Look, just broke.
Everything.
So, this is a bit of a pickle. My car was not working. I'd foolishly forgotten my winter coat at home. It was dark. And I had a problem. I've been digitally brightening a lot of this video so you can actually see the game, but this is not what I was seeing. I was seeing
Jesus.
this.
Do I know how to fix a car? No, but I know how to fix my brain.
But the cold didn't get me. No. It wasn't the cold.
A bear?
It was no beer.
Makes sense. And that's it? Oh my god, that's just it. What a journey. So, what's the takeaway from this video? Well, if I were to be an astute observator of sorts, the moral of today's video is squish, suck, bang, blow. Yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe to Martincitopants, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.